Top three things this morning in my notebook. Number one, China. Number two, Germany or the DAX. And number three, the price of oil. First on China, big move last night, and China had been wallowing below its trend line on the Shanghai Comp, so this is a move that definitely matters. Up 2.9% on the day, above 2162, which is our intermediate-term trend line in the Hedgeye model. And again, that came on pretty newsy type headlines. So again, reform plans are being applauded as opposed to being, people not applauding them is what I'd say about that overnight. So something to watch. Let's see if it holds. Second point that I'd make is on Germany's DAX making an all-time high this morning, in as much as the S&P 500 will. So is it a bubble or no bubble? I mean, we typically don't call things bubbles until they start making lower highs. So in fact, the S&P 500 and the DAX are not bubbles until we start to see that with some kind of a causal factor on the other side of it driving it to lower highs. So again, DAX up 0.5%, 92.18 on the DAX, up 21% year to date. Look at this, the Euro's up and the DAX is up. Does any central planner hear me now? DAX, by the way, and all of European stocks only corrected on what? Down euro. You don't have down euro, you have up euro because you have down what? You have down dollar because, of course, Janet Yellen had the dollar index down 0.6% last week. Finally, the price of oil, which we're short, 108.02 on Brent, easily can go to 106 and then 102 from there. Again, went up to its tail risk line, tested it. That line is 108.69 on Brent and failed again. If you're looking for another bubble that is still a Bernanke bubble in the process of popping, oil would definitely be one of them. Again, lower highs would be the functional reality there, and people are very much long of oil in terms of futures and options contracts in oil. The current net long position is over 336,000 net long positions in crude oil. That is bubbly. And that's your top three things.